to our final topic, and this is coming in from your favourite website. It's livemint.com. I know you love this website.
It's terrible, man.
It's the way it's the wording's,
Yes,
the way it's positioned,
man.
John. But it's
I'm not even going to bring up the actual.
the headline is how Southern cinema beat Bollywood to post-lockdown recovery, and it's a very interesting article. Anyone that wants to go into livemint.com and read this, I'm just going to read the part about it's the editor of trade magazine Complete Cinema, Atul Mohan. He said that big stars in the South enjoy a unique relationship with audiences who are crazy about them, enough to worship them, which perhaps explains why Vijay's COVID release Master ranks among his highest grossers. The same kind of pull doesn't exist in the North, which we are finding out as we go down this journey into Indian cinema. He says the South also had more number of cinema screens, which haven't been affected as much as those in the North, as they enjoy a healthier relationship with producers and distributors who don't exploit them to pay up hefty AMGs, that's minimum guarantees, to play films, Mohan said. For Master or Ravi Teja's Telugu movie Crack, both of which released on Pongal, all single screens and multiplexes in their respective states were open. A lot of theatres in the North, on the other hand, had not restarted operations even before the recent curbs in Maharashtra kicked in, for fear of not being able to sustain daily operations thanks to little new content. The restricted flow of fresh content from Bollywood also stemmed from constant murmurs around possible shutdown of theatres, even when curbs were officially not in place, leaving producers spooked. And just finish it off here, John. In the North, theatres are the first to shut. Their governments see the cinemas as safe spaces, and there is no reason to open them up, especially after 9 months of people staying locked up at home and wanting to enjoy themselves. Rahul Puri, managing director Mukta Arts and Mukta A2 Cinema, said, referring to the southern states. So what's your take on this, John? But hesitancy from obviously the north side of the country, and they're dealing with cinemas opening.
I'm not a great knowledgeable source when it comes to Indian geography and the layout of the cities, but I think I may be right in saying that North India has a lot more bigger cities.
Telepathy,
Yeah, Telepathy's the man. I spoke about Telepathy yesterday, doing his bicycle ride to the polling station. What a guy. Just a great positive force. He's going out there and forcing people out to make a change. You can't moan about, yes, I've not changed it. I've not changed the graphic.
Yeah.
You can't moan about the world and politics and things not going for you if you don't go out and vote. So Telepathy's trying to get people out. So he's a great dude. I spoke about Telepathy. I love him. But Steen, I think North India's got a lot more bigger cities, and with bigger cities comes greater infection and spread. With a pandemic, COVID, that's going to impact on the ability to get out of a theatre and watch a movie. I don't know the layout of India. I need to maybe search that up where the biggest cities are. I'm pretty damn sure North Indian states have bigger cities. Hyderabad is in, what is that, in Telugu? Andhra Pradesh. That's kind of to the south. That's a big city. I know that from Praveen, my good friend. There's some big cities in the south, but what I'm saying is it's probably a little bit more or less densely populated in the north, and that's allowing them to get out and keep things opened a little bit more during this pandemic. And staying, as they do say in this article, and they're absolutely correct, if you make a flurry of great content, great movies, and you keep releasing them bang, 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 people will want to go to the theatres on a weekly basis instead of it being a monthly basis, a one-off treat. They'll want to keep going and watching great content. If you've got most of the actors in the southern side of things just getting on a meteoric rise, I don't think that's right, mesmeric rise, that's probably the better word, like Telepathy, VG Sethapathi, all these big names, Alu Arjun, Ahmad Haven, South Indian actors. Prabhas, by all accounts, is a South Indian actor. I wasn't aware of that. They're going to drive lots of creative ventures, better movies. Directors will want to work with them. Even Lokesh Kanagaraj, he's Southern Indian by all accounts. He's making mostly Southern Indian movies. All of the talent seems to be in the south. I don't want to piss off the North.
No, John, but you've got
some great North Indian talent.
Yeah, but
as well.
we could only comment on what we've been told in our community, and obviously what we read in these articles. And I think to an extent, and it does say in this article, in terms of, I think it's actually Atul Mohan saying that about this unique relationship that the fans have got with their actors, and how they worship them, and that's not a bad thing. You know, it's you know, if you're
the Cumber bitches.
Well, exactly, John. And I think, you know, some people are all in, and you've got to respect that. You know, especially with actors, and we've seen that, and we've experienced that through doing the trailer reactions, and obviously doing the movie reviews as well. Just how committed Indian cinema goers are, especially obviously in the south.
Even all over the world, man. We've got people from France saying they're huge fans of telepathy all over the world.
Yeah, well, that's true, yeah.
So they demand a bit of fanaticism, a bit of love, and that is going to manifest itself in box office figures. That's going to allow more confidence in making money in these movies in the south of India. That's why they're releasing more content. They've rebounded, I think is the correct word, a little bit quicker than North India. But I'm sure it'll all equal itself out. The equilibrium will be restored in a couple of months, hopefully. I don't know how the vaccine rollout's doing in India. I know they're making a lot for the UK, funnily enough, AstraZeneca, which no one's going to be able to take shortly because they keep saying bad things about it. But if it keeps releasing, they keep rolling out the vaccine, and I'm sure we'll be back to a state of normality. All of these movies in North India that are getting held back and are reluctant to release because there's also no demand for it just now, people that want to go into a theatre, they will come out, people will watch them, and it will balance itself out. But part of me thinks the South just, I want to be diplomatic here, but I think it's better. And we're seeing the balance of power changing. I think Bollywood, everyone thought of Bollywood and they thought of India 30, 40, 20 years ago. Now it's changing to the South. There seems to be better talent down there. They're just more adventurous, they're more creative with their movies. And that's manifesting itself in how it's rebounding.
South will rise again, man.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and there was a Joey Tribbiani.
Exactly, Stephen. But I'm happy anyway, because I don't care. I'll watch any movie if it's good. And if it's all South Indian, then so be it, man. I'm happy to watch
Horses
it.
for courses,
North Indian, then I'll watch some good North Indian movies as well. But I know there's a lot of controversy with Bollywood just now. A lot of stuff going on. So we'll not get into that. I don't know enough about it, to be quite frank with you. And I just make a complete tit of myself. So I'm going to round the show up on that note. What was your thoughts now?